Hello everyone, I'm the stay-at-home dad gamer, fresh off another PAX where I got to go to, one day of the convention. Got to play a couple games, figured I'd give some more impressions that worked pretty well last year. First up, we have Knack for the PlayStation 4. And I'll start off by saying that the PS4 controller was actually really nice. Like, it felt really good. The D-pad has changed, but it was still pretty comfortable. I didn't use it, though, in the game. And mostly the triggers, or not the triggers, but like the part where you grip, and like where the triggers are nested was pretty comfortable. And that was my favorite part of the controller, I would say. But let's get into the game. So I played it for a bit. I will admit that I was a little disappointed in the game. Part of that was probably because I felt like I didn't get to play as long as just about everyone else in the line. But whatever. So the part I was at was in a cave, and I had to kill some soldiers or whatnot. And the controls worked pretty fine, although the enemies have a really good habit of backing away from you while you're trying to hit them, and you don't really have any distance attacks. At least not with that don't take super meter. So that was kind of annoying to chase him down. And he has a pretty decent jump attack, but it still only goes so far. And I don't know, like hitting the guys was annoying. But the most annoying, they were like little crossbow guys. They weren't too bad. And then there's like these armored guys that have like an energy javelin. And it was just stupid because they could literally one-shot you, which was just ridiculous. Like for a demo and for just anything, just being able to be one-shot is kind of stupid. And so basically you'd run up to them and they would just charge it. And if they would hit you, you would just die. Like there was 2 health bars. There was basically his health bar. And then at that stage he had like a wood power-up. So if you collected wood, he'd had like a second health bar and he was bigger, and he had, so he looked pretty cool. He had like wood swirling around in him. If you've seen what he looks like, he's like a conglomeration of pieces, almost like a collection of junk kind of magnetized into a form. But he had wood in him, and I know wood can't be magnetized, but the general idea. Anyway, but I had like the full bar, and then I would say like half of the wood bar, and it would just kill me outright. And I was like, that was pretty dumb. It took me a while to figure that out too. But he has an evasive maneuver with the right stick, almost like God of War, but it never seemed to dodge anything. Like it was really quick. So I'm not actually sure if it's supposed to be evasive, or if maybe you only do it at certain times. I don't know. It just didn't seem that useful. And the super moves that he gets are really cool. They're flashy, and they destroy everything around him. They're pretty cool, and they're useful. There's like one around him. There's one that you can move, and there's like a distance one. Problem is, if you die, you don't get the meter back. So like, let's say you have one built up, and you use it and then die. When you get back to the checkpoint, you don't get your one back, which is kind of stupid. And I'm not sure how to fill them up, because killing like enemies didn't seem to fill it up. So I'm not quite sure what does. But other than that, it seemed okay. You fight different enemies, and like just within the demo, they had lots of different enemies and different places, which was kind of neat. So he was fighting orcs that looked suspiciously like Shrek. He fought like enemy soldiers, what looked like robots, and there's one point where he's like in a town, and he was like picking up cars and throwing them at like fighter planes and stuff. So that was kind of cool. You go to like cities and wooden fortresses and like underground caves. So it had some decent variety of stuff. It wasn't just like all cave diving or whatever, but it looked kind of fun. I would be interested in trying the final one, even though it was a little disappointing for me. But other than that, it did look pretty. There was definitely lots of particle effects and whatnot, especially on Knack himself when he picks up the various pieces to make himself bigger. And it was kind of cool that as you lost that, he actually did get smaller. So there's a couple really cool little details in there, but I was a little disappointed in it. We will see how the final one shapes up. Thanks for listening.